All right, folks, good morning. It is Tuesday, July 20, what is it, 25th? I don't know. Lose track of time out here. This is absolutely a beautiful country up here in the interior of Alaska, and we are on the Eielson Air Force Base at the Bear Lake Fam Camp. All right, let's see if I can get my camera squirreled around here. Now, just like the video I posted the other day, we are on a military base here. This is Eielson Air Force Base up here just south of Fairbanks, Alaska, a little bit south of North Pole, Alaska, so maybe 20-30 miles out of Fairbanks. It is a military base, so you need to have some sort of base access here to get here. I know that might limit my audience here, but if you're looking for places to camp and you do have base access or there's some special event that you can get a pass to get on base, this is one of your options for staying in the area. This is an acceptable place to stay, but it definitely has its nuances, and we're going to go over that here in a second. But if you are in the area, you're swinging through Eielson, there south of North Pole, Alaska, this isn't a bad option at all. So let's get to it. Eielson Air Force Base, Bear Lake Fam Camp. All right, so here we are, and it is more or less just inside the main gate, and there is an outdoor rec down the road. It is not nearly as well put together as some of the other military bases, but it is a place to check in, and you can make your reservations here at the Bear Lake Fam Camp here on Eielson, but it is not as well organized and well put together. Okay, RV sites are $30 daily. 10 sites are $20. And again, you can reserve it, but you don't need to. We were here for the Eielson Air Show, the air show here on Eielson this last weekend, and I would imagine this was probably as packed as it gets, and there was still more than enough spots to come in as a first come first served basis. So if you're worried about a spot, by all means, make a reservation and guarantee your spot, but I haven't found that you really needed to. Okay, let me go ahead and let some of these people go through. So like I said, the air show was this weekend, and this place was maybe 3/4 full. A lot of those people were still here yesterday, but it's all empty now. There's just a few people, few intrepid souls. Okay, no ATVs allowed. And there you go. All right, as far as services, and this is one of the things that we'll have to talk about here a little bit. Services. Okay, there is the dumpsters, so you have a place to put your trash. You are at the front of base, so if you don't want to go back too far, there is Chainer River Campground here on the Eielson Air Force Base, about another 12 miles up the river. We'll probably stay at that site next time we come through, but we picked this one for this first visit. Okay. One of the things I wanted to show is when you come in here, there at the sign there, you can go left or right, and on the driveway there. Okay, I'm going right because that's the easiest one. But if the right side loop is full, you can go down the left side over there. Okay. And this loop here, you'll come in. It's one way on this side, but it's one way on this side, so you'll drive down this way, but I'm going to walk down the left side here just because that's where the services are. And there's a couple campers here. About 9 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know if they're awake or not. People tend to sleep in when they're camping. I do too. You're here on vacation, so so here we go. All right, so you make this loop, and like I said, there's 41 RV sites, and the cool thing about this right-hand loop here is there's about 12 pull-through sites. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a look at this first one here. So if you've got a big coach, you got a big fifth-wheeler, big trailer that you're pulling, you're gonna have space for you. Okay, so you just come in, go down the runway, and this center loop has all your pull-through sites. Okay. And like I said, there is electricity here. That's why it's 30 a night, not 20. Okay, but you have your 20 amp, your 30 amp, and then your household plugins if you'd like, and little breakers there, little breakers here that you make sure you flip on. Somebody left it on when they stayed here last. I'll do them a favor, turn it off. If you are using a site anywhere that has breakers, when you leave, go ahead and flip those off as a courtesy. Little picnic table. All right, no open fires here on the fam camp. You can bring a little barbecue grill of your own, propane or barbecue briquettes, and have at it there, but no open fires. There's no fire ring, there's no fire pits. I've mentioned before that fires up here in the interior of Alaska are a serious concern. So don't try to get around the no fire rule. It is amazing how fast some of this floor tinder will get going here in the interior and become a major fire. Okay. All right, this is the bathhouse. Okay. If they're open here, welcome to services. If they're open there, you can go in there and pay your fee and reserve a site. But if you're not, there's just a little drop box here you can use. Put your money in, fill out your time that you're here, put some cash in, and there you go. All right, first the good news. Good news is there is guest laundry. Okay, is there anybody in there? If there's somebody in there, I won't go in. But there's not. We'll go ahead and pop in real quick. Okay, so you do have some a little laundry detergent dispensing station, and then what? There's six dryers, 6 washers. Okay, so you do have laundry here, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a zoom look at this. Here is the map where we are. I'm in the bathhouse here, and we are up here. Okay, so we are up here at the bathhouse. Here's all those pull-through sites I told you about. Okay, so if you've got a bigger coach, a bigger RV, a bigger fifth wheel, you'll be able to pull through no problem. Sand dump station is here. We're going to talk about that. And then there's the loop that we're not going to walk through. And there's more tent sites, and it's smaller, more intimate setting. And then there's the lake up here. Here's the main office. Like I said, we came in right here. Those dumpsters and the main that main sign was right here. We started this video right here. If you go down the road just a little bit, there's the main office where you can check in or if you have any issues. And you can rent boats there, no kayaks. We'll look at that lake. It's a nice little lake. Not a big deal, okay? Sand dump. If you don't get any further into this video than this station, this point, then let me tell you it's broken. We'll talk about that, but if you just want to find out the status of the sand dump, it's broken, okay? They have 2 sites that can accommodate any size, the big coaches. They have 18 with a 35 limit, 21 with a 25, okay? Laundry room is coin operated, I didn't mention that. Okay, and bathrooms and stalls. Okay. All right, I won't go into the restrooms. Okay, but there is restrooms and showers in there. Now, high levels of chlorine. Water is not potable. Okay, so you can take a shower here. Don't drink the water, whether you're standing in the shower or filling. And that is true of all the sites. The sites have water. Okay, but it's not potable. Do not fill your tanks with the water that's at your site. Okay, if you need some cleaning water, need some washing water, by all means. But as you come through here, you'll see that they all have these sites have this sign saying non-potable water. Okay, high levels of chlorine. I do not know if that's naturally occurring chlorine levels or if that's something that they're trying to treat. I do know they do have contamination problems out here on Eielson Air Force Base. If you drive around several of the ponds, the little side sloughs have signs saying, hey, don't eat the fish out of this area. They have contamination problems. I don't know the history of that. That is not the purpose of this video, is to discuss contamination levels. But the water here is not potable. So what do? Well, if you go in further into base, I think Flight Line and Divisional or something in there, there is another dump station that has water. And why would you need another dump station? Well, because the dump station they have out here at the fam camp is broken. I don't want to zoom in on any of that, but it's flooded out and broken. Okay, so yes, they have a dump station. No, it does not work. So you do not have a sanitary dump, and you cannot, please do not fill your water tanks out here. Okay, both of those services, sand dump and water, if you go further into base, if you stop at the gas station and ask, they can point you in the right direction. But basically, the main entrance, the main road that you come in on, if you just continue on that, that's, what is that, flight line, and you continue on that till you're through the main part of the base, if you will, to a crossroad of divisional, and there is a sand dump and a potable water station there. You can dump and fill your water tanks there. Okay, so you have all the services you need. You just have to be a little bit careful about where you get them filled. Here's another one of the pull-through sites. Nice little spot. Picnic table. Again, no fire ring. You got your electric. All right. We're gonna keep walking down here and walk the loop, take a look at this little lake. This isn't a long video because there's not a whole lot here. I will say this is one of the buggier spots that we've stayed. Every time we go outside, it's just nothing but clouds of mosquitoes. So bug dope up, mosquito net your kids up. I can't cheerlead and jump up and down too much about how wonderful a place this is. Okay, that's a really polite way of saying I haven't thoroughly enjoyed this spot.
Morning.
Morning, morning. How are you?
Fantastic.
Never better?
Yeah, I can't say that, but pretty close.
Pretty close.
Living a dream.
Now I know you're military.
A long, long, long time ago.
You don't pick that phrase up casually. All right, you come down here and just trading barbs with the local campers here. But so there's this little informal picnic area. You got a few picnic tables, some grass kids can run, and this is the Bear Lake. All right, nice little lake. Little access, you can walk right down here. Now, if you fished lakes here in Alaska, you'll know, but if you look at this water, you need to be able to cast about 30 yards maybe out there to get past all the aquatic weeds. Okay, if pike is your thing, then casting into the weeds is great. If you're looking for Arctic char or grayling or trout or anything like that, you need to get out there a bit. That said, I've been here, this is the second time I've been here. And one day this time, and then a few days ago, we swung through here as we were setting up for the air show. I am 100% sure there are fish in this lake, but even at night, at dusk, and in the morning, I haven't seen any jumping or biting or anything like that. I haven't caught anything. Okay, we soaked some worms the other day, nothing. Okay, and I don't see anybody else fishing. So one of the rules here in Alaska is that if you get somewhere and there's nobody fishing, you haven't found some secret spot. There just isn't fish there, because where the fish are, that's where the people are. Where the people are, that's where the fish are. So when you find yourself fishing all by yourself, you haven't found a secret spot. There's just no fish there. So I'm sure they're out there. But just like we found out with the Chaina River the other day, maybe this time of year, height of summer, the fish just aren't super active right now. Okay, winter hasn't started making them concerned about survival, so they're just kind of siesting in the sun. That doesn't mean they're not out there, and for locals who know where to go, they're probably chuckling at the passing through folks who don't know where to go. But their secrets are safe, because I did not find the magic elixir to coax these fish out. Okay. All right, so back to the campground. Nice little picnic area here. So, If you're coming through Eielson, this is a good place to stop, but I'm not going to plan on staying here all that much in the future. Okay, it's super, super buggy. The trees are situated in a way that I had a hard time punching through the canopy to get my Starlink to work. So I didn't have really good internet connection. You do have cell phone connection out here, but it's very, very spotty, very faint. Okay, I got a trickle of data occasionally. Not that that matters for why I'm out here camping, but just for your knowledge. Starlink, I did get connection, but getting through those trees wasn't reliable, and then the data connection on our phones was very small. So if you need data connection for whatever reason, this isn't a great spot. Super buggy, and there's some nuances with the sand tank being broken and all the water having high chlorine. So if you need a place to stay, this is a place to stay. Not a great place though. All right, and that's about it. Hard to really summarize a campground like this. It's the video is the summary. It's a place to stay for the night. It's not bad. You can get everything done that you need done. By the way, the gas station on base has propane and somebody to fill it. We had a hard time finding some propane during some stretches of this trip because a lot of places have propane, but they didn't have somebody there with the certification to pump it at the moment that we came through. So the gas station here on base has propane and somebody to pump it, so that's good. So other than that, so all the services you need are attainable. They're just not super convenient, okay? But it is a nice little lake, so please drop by if you're coming through. Eielson is a smaller base, doesn't have all the services of a Fort Wainwright or a J-Bear or something like that, but it's certainly a comfortable base if you have access, if you have a DOD ID, you're retired or special access or whatever. So you need base access to get onto here, but if you do, it is a nice little place to stay. So thank you very much. Please like this video if you're getting value out of these. If I am missing anything as far as content, please let me know and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.